Welcome back to Crime Cuisine, where we investigate how a city's comfort food can become a criminal's perfect disguise. Tonight, we delve into the heart of Galician tradition, Pampushky, the light, fluffy garlic buns, a fragrant and essential side dish often served with borscht. In Lviv of the 1920s, a city grappling with change and new ruthless criminal enterprises, the aroma of these buns was the smell of everyday life. But for one baker, it was the perfect alibi for a series of meticulously planned bank robberies. This is The Baker's Confession, the story of Mykola, a seemingly humble baker, the gang he served, and the sophisticated code hidden within the simple, free pampushky he handed out daily. If you love the gritty atmosphere of historical crime and the satisfying perfection of baked goods, you are in the right place. Become a dedicated investigator now by subscribing to Crime Cuisine, and let us continue to peel back the layers of history, one delicious secret at a time. Our story takes us to Lviv, 1928. The city was a melting pot of cultures and secrets. A highly effective gang, known for their precision and timing, was systematically robbing the city's small, independent banks. The thieves were fast, ghosts in the crowded streets. They always knew the exact time and location of the daily cash delivery. The police were certain they had an inside source, someone trusted and unremarkable. They never considered looking past the front counter of the city's most beloved bakery, Solodki Chleb, sweetbread, run by Mykola. Mykola was the perfect informant. Every morning he would deliver fresh, hot pampushky to various local shops, offices, and, crucially, to the security guards at the city's banks. They were free, a gesture of community goodwill. The police learned that the gang's leader, Zalizny, or the Iron One, would always receive a specific batch of these free pampushky from Mykola an hour before the targeted heist. The buns themselves were the message. The key lay in the pampushky's primary ingredient, yeast. Mykola realized that to deliver a code that was both constantly changing and seemingly irrelevant, he had to use something fundamental to his craft. The gang needed 3 pieces of information for the heist. The bank's code name, day, was it a Tuesday bank or a Friday bank? The time of transfer, the precise moment the money left the main vault, and the entry point, the least guarded access point. Mykola could not write this down, but he could bake it in. He varied the amount and freshness of the yeast in the specific batch intended for Zalizny. A perfectly proofed pampushka meant one thing, a slightly underproofed one meant another. Investigator Yevhen Konovalets was assigned to the case. He initially dismissed the bakery link until he found a single, discarded note in a waste bin near a recently robbed bank. The note, written by a guard, simply said, "Baker's buns were light today. Felt weak." Yevhen realized the guard wasn't feeling weak, the pampushky were weak. The system was based on the bread's structure, determined by the yeast. Proofing height, the bank, Mykola had a 3-tier system for rising the dough. The pampushky intended for Zalizny were always baked on a specific tray. If the tray was used on the top tier, maximum rise, it indicated a high-security target. Bottom tier, minimum rise, meant an easy target. The aroma of garlic oil, the thyme. Mykola subtly changed the concentration of the garlic oil, the signature scent. A stronger, heavier garlic aroma indicated an early morning transfer, before 9 a.m. A lighter, milder aroma indicated a late afternoon transfer, after 3 p.m. The dill, the entry point. Normal pampushky had dill sprinkled evenly. The coded batch had the dill clumped on one side, left, right, or center, indicating the specific unguarded door or window the gang should use. The gang was reading the taste, texture, and smell of the bread. Yevhen's team began monitoring Mykola. They replaced the garlic oil supply with a standardized mixture, hoping to break the Aroma code. But Mykola was a professional. He simply began infusing his own oil differently. The final piece of the puzzle came when Mykola's wife, Halina, confessed. She noticed her husband obsessively weighing the yeast every morning for one small batch. She didn't know the code, but she knew the betrayal. Mykola wasn't a criminal by nature. He was blackmailed. The gang threatened to seize his bakery. Armed with the knowledge of the Dill code, Yevhen waited for the next scheduled delivery. The coded Pampushky arrived. Yevhen immediately checked the Dill pattern. It was heavily concentrated on the left side of the bun. The bank's main vault had a rarely used window on the left. The height indicated a medium target. The mild garlic aroma indicated a late afternoon heist. The police set up an ambush at the window. Zelizny and his men were caught red-handed as they attempted to enter the bank through the unguarded side window. They were shocked. Their flawless system had been breached. When confronted, Zelizny laughed. "You could never have cracked the code. It's food, not a cipher. The scent of yeast, the height of the rise. Impossible." Yevhen simply presented the evidence, a tray of fresh pampushky, and a note detailing the subtle variations in garlic oil and dill placement, and then bit into one of the buns, savoring the taste. "The greatest crime," Yevhen stated, "is using an innocent comfort food to hide your ugliness. You didn't just rob banks, Zelizny. You ruined the taste of pampushky for a whole city." Mykola, freed from the blackmail, confessed everything. His secret was safe for decades, hidden in the warmth and fragrance of his daily bread. The legend of the baker's confession serves as a reminder that in the hands of a master craftsman, be he a baker or a criminal, even the most benign details can become instruments of fate. The next time you enjoy the comforting aroma of garlic and dill, remember that in 1928 Lviv, that beautiful scent was the silent warning of an impending heist. Thank you for joining us on Crime Cuisine. The truth is in the taste. What other secrets are rising in the dough? Subscribe to Crime Cuisine now and join us for the next investigation.